Instrumental music studies have method books that help with sight reading music literature and gaining technique. And most exercises and etudes in these method books are taken from historical compositions from the classical persuasion. For example, these are some of the instrumental exercise books, such as the Hanon Exercise Method Book for Piano, Arbon Exercise Book for Brass Instrument, the Samandel Book for String Instruments, the Lazarus Book for Woodwinds. These are just a few of many publications that are written to develop technique and fluency in classical performance.
Hi, my name is Wendell Harrison, and I'm going to discuss the jazz development using the tutelage of the Boppers Method Book, which I authored in 1985. The Boppers Method Book was written to establish technique and facilities to develop the bebop jazz language in performances. These exercises focuses on the 7th scale, which is the most utilized and abundantly flexible in the jazz improvisation. Also, chords of the 7th scale are explored with a variety of options to implement, combining the chords and the scales. Furthermore, I'm going to illuminate exercises to establish the feeling and the concept of bebop jazz. Learning the scales in all keys is imperative for fluent expression. Practice playing these scales with a light accent on the upbeat when playing eighth notes, which I will demonstrate. Practicing these exercises will help to establish the Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, and Bud Powell way of improvising. Alright, starting on page 1 through 5 of the Boppers Method Book, we look at all the ways we can play the C7 scale using half step as well as starting on different degrees of the scale. Finally, we're going to do some exercises out of the Boppers Method Book, and this is going to highlight about 3 different components of the C7 scale. We're going to really, and after that, we're going to improvise using these 3 components. We might even add a diminish on the end as a final lesson. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Starting on the 3rd. 1, 2, 3. Starting on the 5th. Now we're going to start on the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, as you heard, as we played, we put a half step between the tonic and the 7th. Now, we have an option of playing the scale with just 3 half steps between the 7th and the 3rd. Check it out. 1, 2, 3. Start on the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. On the 5th. 1, 2, 3. All right. On the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. we start right there. And we're going to have to clean up some of it. And we're going to just play one version of the component starting on the second, fourth, and sixth with no half steps. That's on page 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mm. 6. 1, 2, 3. All right, these are various ways you can play the 7th scale. And the Boppers method book will have a variety of options, a variety of exercises. Page 6 through 9 will highlight all the chords built on the 7th scale. We're going to go on to playing the chords on each degree of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, exercise 2, we're playing up one chord and going down the next degree. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Page 10 is introducing the use of third intervals played on each degree of the 7th scale. Utilizing exercises from these pages, page 1 through 10, we will begin to have fun creating some ideas. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Descending. 1, 2, 3, 4. Page 11. Onset. A half step before each third. And don't stop. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you hear Oscar Peterson doing that, Bud Powell, and Dizzy Gillespie. But this we made it an exercise, very important component. We got these 3 components. We have the scale, right, playing different degrees off of the scale. And we playing chords from the scale. We play thirds from the scale. Now let's do another one. Let's play a diminish off the scale. And that's on page 16. The diminish is found on the third of the C7 with the flatted ninth. I'm going to play it. it with all the inversions. Yeah. Yeah. Now, what happens is, in terms of diminishes, there's only 3 diminishes, and you have to learn them in all with all its inversions. You got 4 inversions. For instance, sound like a scary movie, right? Yeah. So a lot of times we play a half step before each element. It's like we want to use these 4 different elements of the C7 scale, using the scale, chord, the third, and the diminished, and come up with some ideas. You have to think about it. For example, this the 1, 2, 3, 4. Trinito, show me what you've been working on.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know.
That's cool. Was that cool?
Let me try to work in. Let me try to work in a diminished chord.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot.
We're working the diminished. That's the most. Yeah. Diminished chords. Pate. Yeah. Play something. Utilizing the composer. That's like you, man. You like Trinito playing the bass.
What you mean?
It's so much stuff. You got so much. That was long. That's a long phrase. That's a long phrase. But it's a good phrase. It's a good phrase, though. It's a great phrase. It's a great phrase. It's great. It's great. But we just talk about just playing the 2-measure phrases. Trinito does the same thing. It just goes on and on and on. And sometimes it's good to stop while you're ahead, because you had a good start and it ended, looked like it was going to end, but you kept going, and it didn't end as well as it could have. If you just stopped and just took half of that. It took half of it. So. This is great. Improvisation is my game, and I always enjoy this, because this is all I've always sat down for years and years and years trying to figure out different ideas on how to play stuff, how to play stuff and get myself out of trouble, and using these elements is my go-to. I always use these elements and getting myself out of trouble. Even if I play a wrong note, it won't be a wrong note when I get finished with it, because it's going to resolve somewhere. Like Miles Davis says, no such thing as wrong notes. He's not the first one that would say that too. He wasn't the first one say there's no such thing as wrong notes. You know? So, like for instance, we played this tune the other day. Now check this out. The first three measures is A flat major, like rhythm changes in A flat. But in terms of the lesson, we can play just an E flat 7 for 3 bars. E flat 7 for 3 bars. Then go to your A flat, A flat 7 to a D flat. You know, just play the three measures of cheat sheet. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And on the fourth measure, it goes to E flat minor, A flat 7 to a D flat major, to D flat minor. Yeah, you know it. You know the tune. Now just play the changes. I'm gonna demonstrate a solo pattern of playing the 7th chord. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let me play something else. 1, 2. Okay, Pate.
enjoyed our online video preview of Wendell Harrison's Boppers Method Book Volume 1. The book is available for all instruments, including concert key instruments, B-flat instruments, E-flat instruments, and bass clef instruments, and comes along with a play-along audio file or CD. To order, just send us an email at wenhajazz@gmail.com. Digital or physical copies are available. You can also request some online lessons with Wendell. Just send us an email to find out more. To stay tuned for more podcasts and updates, be sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. You can check out Wendell's website at www.wendellharrison.com. A very special thank you to all of our sponsors, including the Michigan Council for the Arts and Cultural Affairs, the National Endowment for the Arts, and Rebirth Incorporated. Keep on swinging.